Emotional maturity has nothing to do with your age. I know 50-year-olds who are emotionally less mature than some 20-year-olds. The problem? Most people confuse emotional suppression with emotional maturity. However, there are 5 clear signs that show whether you're truly emotionally mature. And the last sign will surprise you because it contradicts everything we've been taught about strength. In this video, I'm going to show you the 5 decisive signs of true emotional maturity, signs I've discovered through years of research in psychology and personal development. These insights have already helped thousands of people understand and develop their emotional intelligence. You will learn why most people completely misunderstand emotional maturity, the 5 scientifically backed signs of true emotional maturity, and practical exercises to strengthen your own emotional intelligence. But here's the thing, what I'm about to show you will completely change your perspective on emotional strength. Because real emotional maturity has nothing to do with what society sells us as strong. If you're ready to take your emotional intelligence to the next level, let's dive right in. And don't forget to like this video. It helps other people find these important insights. Sign number 1. You no longer react impulsively. The first sign of emotional maturity is perhaps the most important. And this is exactly where most people fail before they even understand what's happening. Our brain is programmed to react immediately to threats. This was crucial for survival when we had to flee from saber-toothed tigers. But in the modern world, this impulsivity leads to destroyed relationships, poor decisions, and endless stress. Picture this, your partner makes a comment that hurts you. The emotionally immature person explodes immediately, yells back, or withdraws sulking. The emotionally mature person, they pause, they breathe. They ask themselves, what's really behind this statement? Am I being triggered right now? Or is this a real problem? Emotional maturity means you've learned to create space between stimulus and response. In that space lies your power. Here's a practical exercise. The 6-second rule. The next time you feel emotionally triggered, count slowly to 6. Neurochemically speaking, your body needs about 6 seconds to break down the first wave of stress hormones. In those 6 seconds, you decide who you want to be, but not reacting impulsively is just the beginning. The second sign is even more powerful. And most people have never learned to develop it. You take complete responsibility for your emotions. This is where it gets uncomfortable. Because what I'm about to tell you will completely destroy your victim mindset. Research shows people who externalize their emotions, meaning they blame others for their feelings, have a 3 times higher likelihood of depression and anxiety disorders. Why? Because they give away their power. I remember a friend who came to me and said, "My wife makes me angry." After 3 months of work, he said, "I get angry when my wife does certain things." Do you hear the difference? In the first case, he's the victim. In the second case, he has control. Emotional maturity means you understand that nobody makes your emotions. You feel them, you choose them, you're responsible for them. Change your language. Instead of, "You make me feel X," say, "I feel X." When you do, "Why?" This small shift changes your entire emotional experience. But even if you take responsibility, there's a third sign that separates the true emotional masters from the beginners. You can handle uncertainty and ambiguity. This is where the wheat separates from the chaff. Because emotionally immature people need constant validation and certainty. Our brain hates uncertainty. It interprets ambiguity as danger and activates the same stress responses as a physical threat. That's why people cling to toxic relationships, stay in jobs they hate, or make impulsive decisions just to end the uncertainty. Think of someone who constantly asks, "Do you still love me?" or "Am I good enough?" This person can't handle the natural uncertainty of life. They need constant external validation. The emotionally mature person, they can say, "I don't know what will happen, and that's okay. I trust my ability to handle whatever comes." Emotional maturity means you've made peace with the unknown. You understand that uncertainty isn't your enemy. but the space where growth happens. Practice consciously sitting with uncertainty. The next time you have to make an important decision, don't rush to the quickest solution. Sit with the uncertainty, breathe, and let the answer come to you. Now it gets really interesting. The fourth sign surprises most people because it's about something our society considers weakness. Sign number 4 can show true vulnerability. Here comes the point that changes everything. Because what I'm about to show you contradicts everything we've been taught about strength. Brené Brown's research with over 400,000 people shows vulnerability isn't weakness, it's the birthplace of courage, creativity, and change. People who hide their vulnerability live in constant fear of being discovered. I had a friend, a successful CEO, who came to me because his marriage was falling apart. He said, "I never show weakness, my parents taught me that." The problem, his wife never felt truly connected to him because she was never allowed to see the real person behind the facade. True strength isn't having no fear. True strength is having fear and still being authentic. Emotional maturity means you understand that vulnerability is the key to real connections. You can say, "I'm scared, I don't know, or I made a mistake," without your self-worth collapsing. Start small. Share a small insecurity with someone you trust. Watch what happens. In most cases, you'll find that people respect you more, not less. And now comes the fifth and perhaps most surprising sign. This one few people will expect. Sign number 5, you can forgive others for their emotional immaturity. The last sign is the most powerful and the hardest to master. When you become emotionally mature, you recognize something fascinating. Most people act from their unhealed wounds. The boss who yells at you, he was probably yelled at as a child. The partner who controls you, they're afraid of abandonment. Imagine someone is rude to you at the grocery store. The emotionally immature person takes it personally and stays upset all day. The emotionally mature person thinks this person is probably having a tough day. This has nothing to do with me. Emotional maturity means you understand that other people's behavior tells their story, not yours. You can have compassion without losing yourself. The next time someone hurts you, ask yourself, what wound in this person might lead to this behavior? This doesn't mean excusing bad behavior, but understanding it and freeing yourself from it. Those were the 5 signs of emotional maturity. You don't react impulsively, you take responsibility for your emotions, you can handle uncertainty, you show true vulnerability, and you forgive others for their emotional immaturity. If you want to continue developing your emotional intelligence, I have more videos that dive deeper into personal growth and emotional mastery. Click on the video that appears on your screen right now to keep learning and growing. And before you go, which of these 5 signs is the most challenging for you? Write it in the comments. I read every single one and respond personally. Don't forget to like this video if it helped you and subscribe to the channel for more content about emotional intelligence and personal development. Until the next video, stay authentic, stay strong.